Hi everyone, welcome to the final session of Unit 5 on index numbers. I am Dr. Kavitha. In this lecture, we will learn how to test the adequacy of index number formulas and solve practical problems using those methods. So the learning objectives: understand the test of adequacy, TRT, FRT, circular test. Apply test to verify index number formulas. Solve problem using Laspeyres, Paschi and Fisher's method. In this lecture, you will learn about the test of adequacy for index numbers, including the time reversal test, TRT, factor reversal test, FRT. You will also apply these tests to validate results using real data. Next, time reversal test, TRT. Formula P naught 1 into P10 equal to 100. Indicates consistency when time is reversed. Fisher's index satisfies TRT. So the time reversal test ensures that if we reverse time in our calculation, the product of the forward and reverse indices should be 100. Fisher's ideal index satisfies this test. So problem, real life example problem here show that the Fisher's index satisfies the time reversal test using the values, or the time reversal test is condition used to determine the consistency of an index number formula. You are given the following value: Fisher's price index from time 0 to 1. So P of P01 123.82. Define the time reversal test. Question 1, define time reversal test. Question 2, calculate the reverse index 10. Question 3, show that the Fisher's index satisfies the time reversal test. So the question 1, first definition of time reversal test. The time reversal test states that if we compute the price index from time 0 to time 1, P01, and the reverse computation from time 1 to time 0, that is P10, the product of the two indices should be equal to 100. Mathematically, P01 into P10 equal to 100. Okay, this is called a time reversal test. So step 2. First we have to calculate P01, already given in the problem itself, 123.82. Find P10. We use the reciprocal. So P10 equal to 100. So P01 equal to 100 divided by P01, that is 100 divided by 123.82. So the answer is 80.74. Reversal. We find the reversal. So verify the test. P01 and P10 will give the 100 or not. Okay. So 123.82 into 80.74 gives this value. So now divide by 100 means we will get the 100 approximately. So this is correct. Okay. Next, the conclusion is P01 into P10 approximately 100. The Fisher's ideal index satisfies the time reversal test. Okay. So the procedure of the step: P01 given in the problem itself. P10 we find using this formula. So 1 by 1.23 in 0.82 into 100. So that gives you 80.74. That is P01. So now we can verify P01 into P10 is 100 or not. It gives the approximate 100. Okay. Hence the time reversal test satisfied with it. Okay. So the second one, factor reversal test, FRT. The formula is P into Q equal to V. Here P is price, Q means quantity. So ensure consistency in price and quantity index. So Fisher's index satisfies the FRT or not, we have to check. The factor reversal test verifies that multiplying the price index and the quantity index should result in the value index. This again is satisfied by Fisher's index, reinforcing its reliability. Okay. So show the Fisher's ideal index number is known to satisfy both the time reversal test and the factor reversal test. This is the given example problem. The following data given for that problem. Fisher price index is 123.82. Fisher's quantity index is 118.5. So P and Q given. Price index, quantity index, P and Q. We have three questions. First question, state the factor reversal test condition for an ideal index number. Second question, verify whether the above value satisfies the factor reversal test. Third question, interpret the meaning of your result in terms of value change. Step 1, recall the factor reversal test condition. The product of Fisher's price index and the quantity index should equal the value index, right? So P into Q equal to V, we know mathematically. So step 2, we multiply the given values. Fisher price index P, Fisher's quantity index Q. We can multiply and divided by 100 means it gives 146.73. So now our interpretation of the result. The value index V represents the combined effect of changes in both prices and quantities. The result 146.73 means that the value has increased by approximately 46.73% over the base year. Okay, because base year is 100, right? So 46.73%. So now the conclusion is, since the product of price index and the quantity index equals the value index, the P into Q equal to V. Okay, the factor reversal test is satisfied. Hence, a Fisher index is validated as an ideal index number. So Fisher index validate the value index. Okay, so now the last method is circular index. It's optional only. Just I am giving the formula for the circular index. The circular test is more theoretical and requires consistency across multiple periods. It is rarely satisfied, but still useful for evaluating some formulas. So P01 into P12 into P20 equal to 100. Rarely satisfied, used to theoretical consistency only. Okay. So next, why Fisher is ideal? Fisher's index ideal is considered the best because it satisfies both the time and factor reversal test. As a geometric mean of Laspeyres and Paschy indices, it provides a balanced and accurate measurement. So satisfies both TRT and FRT. Geometric mean of Laspeyres and Paschy, it provides a balanced and accurate measurement. Okay, so then Fisher is ideal. Now a solved problem in Laspeyres. So the table with P0, P1, Q0. Then apply formula. These are the two steps. Let's solve the problem using Laspeyres method. We will use base year quantities as weights to calculate the index. Okay. So here the Laspeyres method. This is the formula of Laspeyres method. PL. P0, P1, Q0 given. You just find the summation of P1 Q naught, summation of P naught Q naught, just a multiplication and summation. Okay. And PL means summation of P1 Q naught divided by summation of P naught Q naught. Okay. So that gives the solution 123.89. Next, Paschy method. Table with the P naught, P1, Q1. Then apply formula of Paschy. Okay. This is the Paschy formula. PP equal to summation of P1 Q1 divided by summation of P naught Q1 into 100. So the given is P naught P1 Q1. Just find the summation of P1 Q1. Find the summation of P naught Q0. Multiply and add. That's it. Okay. So PP equal to 297 divided by 240 into 100. It gives 123.75. So on comparing the last P and Paschy, both values are same, 123.89, here 123.75. Okay, so on comparing. Now using the fishes, we have to use the results from last pair and Paschy. We now calculate the Fisher's ideal index as the geometric mean. Okay. So Fisher's ideal index equal to PL into PP square root of. So PL 123.89, PP 123.75. The Fisher's index square root of the multiplication, that is 123.82. The final answer is 123.82. This is the final. Okay. The test verification, apply TRT and FRT using results show that Fisher passes both tests. Now we are verify the time and factor reversal test using the values we calculated. As expected, Fisher's index satisfies both, confirming its robustness. Right? So let's recap. TRT and FRT ensure formula adequacy. Fisher's index passes both. Use practical data to validate indices. To recap, adequacy tests are used to verify if an index number formula gives consistent result. Fisher's ideal index satisfies both TRT and FRT and is highly preferred in real world application. Thank you. Thank you for completing Unit 5 on index numbers. Continue practicing problems and explore real data to strengthen your understanding. All the best. Thank you. Bye.